I like this. I like this. I like this. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I am Travis. I thank you for checking out this video. Man, oh man, do we have something to talk about tonight. This is being recorded right after the first Smackdown after WrestleMania, and I gotta admit, I think I liked Friday Night Smackdown better than I liked Raw this week, and for multiple reasons, but let's get into some of those reasons right now. But first, if you're somebody who enjoys wrestling content, this is the channel for you. So if you take just a couple of seconds, go ahead and hit subscribe on this channel. Follow this channel for everything we got going on here. We got a great little community here. It's coming together very nicely. I very much enjoy making videos for everybody here. We all talk about wrestling. It's a fun time for wrestling right now. And what better way to enjoy it than to talk to other people who also have a passion for pro wrestling. We got to hit a couple of things here. Tiffany Stratton lost to Naomi tonight, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of people, but just go with it, okay? Because Bayley needs some opponents right now for her title reign to build up her reign, and I don't think WWE really wants Tiffany Stratton to be losing title matches right now, or pretty much any match, really. So although she lost to Naomi tonight, I wouldn't think it would be a common thing to see Tiffany Stratton to be losing matches coming up soon. Bayley just needs some people to go through right now, and I don't think WWE really wants Stratton losing to Bayley in title matches, because I do think WWE sees Tiffany Stratton as a main event, top caliber women's champion in the future, so I think they're handling Tiffany Stratton pretty well right now. But sticking with the women, how interesting is it? We got Jade and Bianca Belair teaming up, and they were matching. So you got to assume here that they're going to be a team going forward. I really do like this decision because Jade, of course, is not the greatest in the ring yet. I don't know if she ever will be, but she is a presence. You got to admit that. You have to give her that. She looks like a star no matter what, even if she's in this tag team. And Bianca's built, man. Bianca Belair is very built, and Jade comes in there looking like, 3 times bigger than her. It's crazy. It's honestly really crazy. So if they're going to be teaming up, of course they're going to be winning these tag team championships for the women, and I think it's perfect. You kind of help Jade out a little bit here. You protect her a little bit. You give Bianca something to do as well, because Bianca is a top caliber superstar. That should be going for titles, but for right now, the tag team championships would be perfect for both of these women, and eventually when Jade turns on Bianca, it's going to make that even that much better. So I would assume that the girls, Bianca and Jade, are going to win the tag team titles very soon, and they're going to have a nice lengthy run, and then I think around, I want to say WrestleMania for this, depending on how everything goes. If Jade and Bianca have a great run and things are working out nicely, I think they stretch it out until around WrestleMania time, so that way we can have our match, Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania. I know it's very early to be talking about that right now. WrestleMania just ended, but we're in that mode, man. We're just looking forward. We're making dream matches. We're fantasy booking what WrestleMania next year could possibly look like. There were rumors about Jade versus Bianca this past WrestleMania this past weekend, so they didn't do that, obviously. So I think the next course of action is to plan for next WrestleMania, and I think it'd be great to give these two a tag team title reign and then build them up. All the chemistry, everything, get people invested, and then have Jade turn on Bianca, and then boom, big-time WrestleMania match. Something interesting I wanted to point out. You guys have been noticing on the bottom of the screen and on WWE program lately, they've been showing how many consecutive sellout crowds they've been having. What are they up at, like 18 now or something like that? Isn't that kind of funny? I wonder if that's like a little shot or a little dig at AEW. I feel like they've never done it before. They don't ever really show it like this, like every week showing it, so I wonder why. You can't deny it, though. These arenas are packed. They even have to like downscale the Titantron so they can fit more people in these arenas. WWE is at an all-time high right now. I don't think I've ever seen it like this, unless you go all the way back to the Attitude Era. It is wild. Next week, we have AJ Styles versus LA Knight. I kind of felt like we saw this coming, right? The 2 triple threat matches tonight. I know I mentioned on some posts on social media that I think it's going to be LA Knight winning one, Styles winning another, and then these two will face each other next week. And then I actually have AJ Styles beating LA Knight next week, because now you got AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes for the championship. That's going to be an amazing, amazing match, and I hope they really give some time to build a little bit of a feud there, because I think Backlash is in 3 weeks, so now we're already chopped off for weeks. So we have a little bit of room here to work with AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. I think that'd be a really cool program for Cody to be in at first. It doesn't have to be a one and done. Maybe you can drag it out a couple of months. And it makes Cody look great. It gives him a great opponent. I know people have been a little critical of Cody so far, his promo on Raw and then now tonight, but it's okay. We still are in the early stages. Too early to really know how good Cody's going to be as a champ and his promos and everything. If you're expecting Roman Reigns, you're not going to get it. This is different. This is a different person, different character, different gimmick. He is as babyface as you can get. His promos are going to be different. So let's not jump all over Cody, okay? We don't be complaining about it not being Roman Reigns now. You wanted Cody to win this thing. He won it. Now you have to accept what comes with it, okay? It was different. We had to enjoy Roman Reigns when we had Roman Reigns at the peak of Roman Reigns, okay? That is no longer here, at least not for now. We have to enjoy what we have in front of us, and that's Cody Rhodes as our Universal Champion. Now, let's get into what I've been dying to talk about. This is why I ran into this room to make this video. Tama Tonga has shown up in WWE. I had mentioned in a few videos before, I had thought that he would have debuted at WrestleMania, and then I kind of slowly went away from that, thinking maybe it's not a good idea to bring someone new into the mix in an already overbooked main event for WWE WrestleMania Night 2. It was the right choice, of course, not to bring him in, but he's here now. He's here tonight, and man, I could tell something was going on when they've started to let Solo start talking. Like, it only happened in the past week or two where Solo has now all of a sudden started to cut promos a little bit, start to talk a little bit. I felt like something was going on with that, and now here we go. We have our answer. And this is why you have to subscribe to this channel. Because in a few videos ago, I had predicted something like this happening where Roman Reigns would take off after WrestleMania, and then The Rock is leaving after WrestleMania, so someone had asked, what does Solo and Jimmy do now, and Paul Heyman? This is what I said they do. They create a new bloodline. Now, of course, I was off a little bit. It looks like Jimmy is not going to be part of this bloodline. He has been taken out by Solo. I actually do think Jimmy takes some time off as well. And I think we have Tama Tonga, we have Solo, and I do believe Jacob Fatu has signed with WWE. I fully expect him to join this new bloodline, this Bloodline 2.0, whatever you want to call it, Solo's Bloodline, whatever you want to call it. I feel like this is going to be his mini group, and this is what I said in the video. It's like like a branch, like a subdivision of the Bloodline. It'll be Solos, and this is it right here. And it's funny because it looks like Paul Heyman is not on board with this, but he's so scared of Solo and Tama Tonga, where I feel like they're going to pressure him and force him and threaten him to be a part of them. And I think that's kind of a cool dynamic to have in the story here. So I think Jimmy goes away for a little bit, and I think Jimmy comes back around the same time when Roman Reigns comes back. Now that we have this little new bloodline going here, of course, I expect them to run through SmackDown or Raw, wherever they get drafted to. I think they're going to go to Raw, and I think they just destruct and go on a war path, right? And then all of a sudden you're going to get Roman Reigns back. And I think Roman Reigns is going to come back as a babyface now at this point, along with Jimmy. And when Jimmy comes back with Roman Reigns around the same time, they're both going to link up. And I do believe we're going to get Jey Uso rejoining them to go 3-on-3 versus the new bloodline, the old bloodline versus the new one. And just by thinking of it, off the top of my head now, I know Survivor Series, War Games is a big thing. Maybe we get a War Games with the bloodlines facing each other. I'm predicting that now. So remember this, okay? Remember this video. Survivor Series this year, I am predicting we get War Games between both bloodlines, okay? Remember this video. Subscribe to this channel, okay? This is where we need to be, okay? This is where our best thinking happens, is on this channel. So I'm going to say 2 bloodlines. I know normally it's a 4-on-4, 5-on-5, so maybe we get more people in this bloodline story. The Rock could always come back and join Solo's side, or Roman can pick up another person or two. I don't know. There's so many damn Samoans out there that I wouldn't be surprised if they just added a couple of more. And if not, I'm honestly okay with a 3-on-3 War Games match. That'd be kind of cool too. This is going to be a great year for wrestling, man. Another good year. I can feel it. WWE is on a roll, and they're not stopping. This is going to be a fun ride to watch and be a part of. So Let's strap in. Let's lock in. This is going to be great. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment. Please let me know what you thought about tonight's SmackDown. Where do you think the Bloodline's going to go from here? I mean, I could be off completely. That's just what I predict is what I'm thinking. So let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you think. Where are they going to go with this? Is there going to be more members being added? Is Jimmy done for a while? Is he coming back? Was it an initiation type deal? What do you think? What do you think will happen with the Bloodline? And if you haven't subscribed yet, I ask that you please do. Until then, in the next video, you guys have a great weekend. I'll put out another video if something else happens that's worth talking about. And if I don't this weekend, have a great weekend. I will definitely talk to you next week. Until next time, stay bitter.